Welcome to Becca's Bold Blurbs, quick and radical perspectives on living sober by getting the nonsense out of your noggin so you can get on with living this one wonderful life you've been given. Let's get to it. Doot-dee-doot-dee-doot-dee-doo. Happy, happy, happy. Oh, hello. Welcome to Becca's Bold Blurbs. Hey there. Thanks for joining me. I got a really interesting thing for you today. The word confidence. Let's talk about the word confidence. So, the root word of confidence is to confide. And it turns out that one of the reasons we lack confidence in ourselves, this makes me laugh, is because we're the only ones on the planet who know every lie we've ever told, every fart we ever farted in public, every little thing we've ever done. We know it all. We know our weaknesses. We know ourselves. And familiarity breeds contempt. So we figure, well, how can I possibly do that or that or that when I'm this person with these weaknesses? This person who did this or that. All those things that is stored in the back of our mind that we've done that we're not super proud of, right? So we judge ourselves way more harshly than others. So things that we would assume others can do it. Well, I'm sure they could do that or they could do that, but I could never do that because of this, this, and this. And in fact, the more we know somebody, the less confidence we have in them, generally. Just because familiarity breeds contempt. What a horrible saying that is. But it is true. And it goes not just from people, but things. So we all know that once we get something, we very quickly get used to it, and the shine wears off. The thrill wears off. We know this, right? We're always going after the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. But that's going a little bit off topic. I want to stay on the topic of confidence. So we have to remember, I think this is really key. It helped me to hear this because, and in fact, I heard it again this morning. I had a meeting with my coach, my business coach, who's an amazing, amazing woman. And she's not just a business coach, but a mindset coach. And she kind of pointed this out to me. She says, you know, like everyone, you judge yourself harshly. And she's right? But it's not uncommon. It's okay. We can handle it. We just need to be aware, like everything. And so it got me thinking of you, and I thought I would share this. But don't forget that one of the reasons you're not giving yourself enough credit is just because you know yourself so well, right? You know what you've done, you know all the little quirks, and so you just assume that means you're not as good as like the next person or the next person. Unless, of course, you're a narcissistic sociopath and you figure you're better than everyone. In that case, that's a different episode that I'm never going to do. You get my point here. So honestly, let's give ourselves a break and remember that we can do, here's the rule to live by. I'm just making this up on the fly, but I like it. If someone else can do it, you can do it, right? Now, of course, you're probably not going to fly to the moon, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about within reason. If there's something that you want to do, and you're feeling a little like, I don't know if I could do that. If somebody else has done it, then you can do it too, because right? It means it can be done. If it can be done, you can do it. If you're a human and a human has done it, you can do it. You can't really argue against that. Again, like I say, within reason. You're not going to play pro football, but I'm sure you probably don't want to either. Well, maybe. You get my point. So let's not put limitations on ourselves. We all do it. I do it. And it's absurd. And I hear this. I hear this when I speak with people, and I'll say, well, what about, have you thought about this? And I can see the body posture change and the facial expression change was like, well, oh yeah, no, but I couldn't possibly do that. Not me. Yeah, well, why not? What makes you so special? Let's go back to that. Honestly, if someone else can do it, you can do it too. So let's ask ourselves, what is it we want to accomplish? What is the thing that we're putting off? And if you're struggling with alcohol, might I point out that if others can quit drinking, so can you? Gee, I wish I'd have known that. I mean, obviously, I knew that others had quit drinking, but I just somehow thought, man, it's just never going to happen for me. When you try and fail for over 30 years, you really do start to lose hope. Luckily, I'm a bit stubborn and I never gave up. And as long as we never give up, we will succeed eventually, no matter what we're trying to do. So we've got to just keep trying, right? But if others can quit drinking, and there's no way you can say, oh, well, yeah, but I'm a worse, my addiction's worse, or I drink blah, blah, blah. No, 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 we don't go there, right? So if you're struggling with alcohol and you're thinking, oh my God, how am I ever going to do this? You can do it because I've done it. Thousands have done it. We've done it. We just know that we need help, and we go get the help, we make a decision, and we do it. That's it. You just have to follow the path that's been trod before you. It's another thing we do. Why would we want to reinvent the wheel? So whatever it is you want to do, find someone who's done it and shared their information. People are very generous. They write books, they write blogs, they do YouTube videos, they share on social media. Here's how I did this. This is what I did to do this. This is how I did that. That's why it's there for. So we can go read it or hear it or listen to it and say to ourselves, okay, that's how they did it. Okay. We definitely want to take advantage of the generosity of others and the experiences of others. And if they can do it, you can do it. Yes, you can. So put those shoulders back, suck in that tummy, let's get that chest out. Let's tell the body and the psyche that we mean business. And remember, as long as you don't give up, you will eventually succeed. That's the bottom line. You just literally can't fail unless you quit. It's just not possible. And the other thing I guess I would add to that is, unless you keep trying the same thing over and over that isn't working. That's a recipe for failure, isn't it? And that's what I did. I kept trying to quit the same way. You'd think I'd learn, right? Every time I put my foot down, that's it. This time I mean business. I just try and do exactly the same thing I did the time before. And it just doesn't work. It wasn't until I did something different that I finally got sober. It wasn't until I went, oh, I need help, and invested in a program and got the coaching, the counseling, and it wasn't until then, because we aren't going to succeed if we just keep doing the same thing over and over. So don't give up. Find out what others have done. Follow their path and get your dream. Your dream will come true. Totally. You're as capable as anyone. I know that. You know that. Sending you buckets of love. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for popping in. Be sure to come back tomorrow so we can keep your head on straight. Sending you buckets of love.